We do not have the family we deserve. We have the family that we need for our evolution. This is something that I find in my sessions over and over and over. A lot of the traumatic events that my clients visit in a session are associated to their childhood. And most of those traumatic events are associated to the family, especially the parents. People complaining about the parents they have, how they disconnected from them, how they abused them or mistreated them. But in my sessions, I found that nothing happens by chance, that family is supposed to be together for a reason. Of course, I know it is for learning and evolution. It's interesting that the other day I was reading a book from, the book written by Divaldo Franco, dictated by his spirit guide, Joanna De Angelis, who teaches us transpersonal psychology. And this is what she says, and it's interesting because, again, I was finding this in my sessions already, and here she's explaining exactly what is happening. The name of the book is The Psychology of Gratitude, in case you want to buy it. It says here, the family is not only the domestic group, but the gathering of reincarnated spirits with deliberately established program of spiritual evolution. We're spirits that are together as a classroom because we need to evolve together. Because of the condition imposed by the laws of life, maybe she's talking about the laws of cause and effect, karma, right? One often does not possess the family that would be very satisfying to be included in. That constituted by and generous people, but it says here the reincarnation takes place together with the spirits who need each other for the need of evolution. We're incarnating in the same family because we need to evolve, help, and learn from each other. Let me continue. It says here, many times some family nuclei are transformed in war zones, in continuous combats with each other reacts in different ways against each other, far from the commitment of rehabilitation and personal identification. Certainly, it is in this difficult place that the spirit will have to develop good feelings, exercising fraternity and gratitude. And she speaks about gratitude. Why? Because just the fact of being incarnated in this body at this moment, we should be grateful because we were given the chance to come to this planet, which is a school, to come to learn, to evolve, to learn from each other. Same thing happens with the family. We are together for a reason. We're learning from each other, even though we might not understand it at this point. And we should be grateful for that. Let me see. To achieve the practice of gratitude in relation to the hostile relative constitutes a challenge to the dominant personal shadow in the clan. The best result will not always be achieved by creating the habit of understanding others, having them in the condition of sick or in need becomes an effective way or an effective method to reach your objective. I know in some families it's difficult to interact with some family members because of how they behave, how they act, because maybe they hate us or they attack us or you name it, many reasons. It is all about love and about compassion. We need to understand that we are not victims. There are no victims. We play three roles in our incarnations: victim, the attacker or aggressor, and the observer. The victim role is the most difficult to deal with, especially in a session. Trying to get somebody out of the victim role is very difficult because when you're in a victim role, number one, you don't take responsibility for your own actions. Number two, you blame everybody else for what happens to you. Number three, you don't learn, you don't evolve, and sometimes you might feel comfortable playing that role. Just want you to think about this. If you are having issues in your family, you are there for a reason. What is it that you have to learn? What is it that is the most difficult thing to do with your family members? Patience, compassion, forgiveness. What is it that is difficult? You are together for a reason. You will not resolve, or we will not resolve anything by just walking away, closing our eyes, or just stop interacting with them. We are together for a reason. I had my own experience with my father. Of course, at that moment, I didn't see it that way. But now when I look back and I understand the role that he was playing in my life, and I am here doing this because of what I had experienced through him. So how can I be sad? How can I be angry about it? I can only be grateful for what happened to me. At the end of this journey, as Johanna De Angelis says, we understand that every person was put in our lives for a reason, for our own benefit. And things are, when we are out of this body, we're not going to see things the way we thought they were. We realize that never was anybody, there was nobody against us. Never was anybody against us. It was always us against ourselves. Anyway, I hope this information is useful. I will have to translate a little bit of this, the paragraphs on the book, because I only have it in Spanish. I know it's in English, the Psychology of Gratitude, but it's a very interesting book. I hope this information has been useful for you, and I again encourage you to face any situations with your family, understanding that you're not a victim, that there's a reason for all of you to be together. Doesn't matter how bad it looks. Thank you, and it'll be with me until next time. Bye.